According to TMZ, Tory Lanez was stabbed this morning so bad that he was rushed to the hospital. Now, from what we know, Tory Lanez is not ducking any fades while he's in prison.
Okay, y'all, buckle up, because this is wild. Diddy walked into court grinning like he just won the lottery. Meanwhile, Tory Lanez, that man got wheeled out of prison on a stretcher. And guess what? It all went down on the same day. Coincidence? Not in this town. The streets are straight up buzzing, and everyone's whispering the same thing. The cleanup has begun. Let's break it down. What's confirmed and what's street level tea so hot it'll scorch your screen. So, Tory Lanez, the same Tory serving a 10-year sentence for the 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion? Yeah, him. He was reportedly stabbed by another inmate on the morning of May 12th at the California Correctional Institution. He was rushed straight to a hospital in Bakersfield, where he's currently clinging on and recovering. It's serious, y'all. Now, here's the messy twist. So while Tory was literally fighting for his life in a prison yard in Cali, guess what was starting miles away? Diddy's Diddy damn trial. Yes, the moment we've all been waiting for kicked off, and it didn't disappoint. Baby, it's been bombshell after bombshell. One A-list name after another getting dragged into the muck. We're talking Michael B. Jordan, Lauren London, even Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child. And the gag? That's just the start. Sources say more names are about to drop, and it's gonna get uglier than ever.
Jury selection's been amazing. The candidates are being asked about their own connections to or impressions of an array of celebrities, and with no explanation why, at least not yet. The parlor games have begun, my friends. Everybody is trying to connect the dots between the shiny, famous names and the beleaguered rap star Diddy.
Now let's talk about that Tory connection. This is where it gets juicy. Just like DaBaby, Tory was once spotted at a Diddy after party. Yup, he was invited, attended, and then boom. He went on IG Live, and y'all, what Diddy said to him had Tory literally panicking, like frozen. You gotta hear this.
But you know I got a mean, toxic side to me. And I'll be throwing that Playboy on. I can leave that on and repeat.
Nah, thank you.
Just let it really do its thing.
For sure.
And that's crazy. Is that, you know, out of my R&B artists, that I don't know if people would know that you are one of my favorite R&B artists.
Wow,
that's what I'm listening to in the crib when I'm getting, when, you know what I'm saying, when I'm doing my thing, and you know what I'm saying, with my lady, when I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
When I'm in that vibe.
Diddy was straight up wildin'. He was talking about getting his cheeks clapped, yes, for real, while Tory's song was playing in the background. Tory was just sitting there like a deer in headlights. Dude looked scared. He didn't say a single word. That awkward silence, it spoke volumes. Now fast forward to May 12th, the day Tory got stabbed. That's the same day Diddy's courtroom drama exploded into public view. And baby, the opening statements were something out of a horror movie. We're talking substance-laced freak-offs with male escorts, thousands of baby oil bottles, recorded tapes, and worse. Prosecutors laid it out. This was not just some celeb party scene. They called it a criminal enterprise, one that's been running for decades. And the receipts? Honey, the tapes, the photos, they're real. Cassie is gearing up to testify. I'll Be Sure and Young Miami have already been subpoenaed. And everything is on the verge of coming out. Kim Porter's mysterious death, Nipsey Hussle's rumored assassination plot, young male celebs being blackmailed. It's all on the table now. Prosecutors dropped the mic with this. Diddy used to throw multi-day, drug-fueled freak-off events. Executives, ex-staff, and so many celebs were there. And Diddy? He recorded everything in secret. Y'all, celebs are reportedly out here paying millions to keep these tapes buried. But it's too late. The truth is starting to spill.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes.
You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is
yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
And it wasn't just women on these tapes. Oh no. Men have started coming forward with disturbing stories, like Orlando Brown and Terrence Howard. Yes, even they have stories involving Diddy.
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash goosmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son.
And the alleged victim list, it's jaw-dropping. We've got Briar Gray, Meek Mill, DaBaby, Justin Bieber, Burna Boy, allegedly all victims of Diddy's twisted enterprise. And guess what? DaBaby was the only one who had the guts to speak publicly about these after parties.
This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put him out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me.
Even Terrence Howard and Cat Williams came forward and said they had to shut Diddy down when he tried to pull those same stunts on them.
I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, you know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to f*** you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay.
And y'all remember that Little Rod lawsuit? Oh, honey. That lawsuit mentioned a rapper from Philly, backed by Diddy, who dated Nicki Minaj and did the Super Bowl and had a Vegas residency. It doesn't take a genius. That's clearly Meek Mill. No guessing needed. Not long after, a leaked audio started circulating online. The voices, allegedly Meek and Diddy, caught mid-act. Let that sink in. And now people are saying, maybe Tory Lanez wasn't just another name on the invite list. Maybe he got caught up in this dark Diddy mess too. Some are even whispering that his stabbing wasn't random, like someone wanted him gone. Silenced. And baby, looking at the pattern, it wouldn't be the first time someone who tried to distance themselves from Diddy or expose the truth ended up in mysterious trouble. This is textbook Hollywood silence tactics, and people are finally connecting the dots.
I'll be sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
And if you think the internet is just sitting quietly, think again. The comments are wild. One user posted, "So much going on, I'm paying close attention to the Diddy trial." Another said, Tory Lanez got what? And they're saying Jay-Z might be behind it. Wait, what? Jay-Z? Yup, you heard that right. Let's unpack that real quick. Tory Lanez once went independent. He turned down a major deal from Roc Nation. Yup, Jay-Z's label. Jay allegedly offered Tory millions to sign. And Tory said no thanks. Why? Because he knew how labels were robbing from the culture, how they controlled artists, and how they played dirty. Now fast forward and what happens? Tory gets framed, he goes to prison, and now he gets stabbed, and people are asking, was that all just bad luck? Or was it all part of a bigger plan? Some online users are not holding back, calling out Jay-Z and Diddy as 2 sides of the same shady coin. Jay-Z ain't for the culture, he's just like Diddy. It's a lot to take in, but honestly, given everything that's unraveling in this trial, nothing feels impossible anymore. We've got tapes. we've got receipts. We've got a lineup of celebs shaking in their boots, hoping their names don't leak next. And then there's Tory in the hospital, possibly caught in the crossfire of something way bigger than just industry beef. So now the question isn't, is this real? It's, who's next? Because if the rumors are true and Diddy kept tapes of everything, then we're only at the tip of the iceberg. Names will fall, careers will be ruined, and people who once laughed off these conspiracies, they're watching now, real close. So what do you think? Is this just a string of unfortunate events? Or did someone want Tory out of the way? Was he about to say something? Was he already named in one of Diddy's blackmail tapes? And is this the start of a massive cleanup to keep those secrets hidden forever? Put your thoughts in the comments below, because this story, oh honey, it's just getting started. And if you thought this was messy, click on that next video, because baby, it's even worse.